Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A warm welcome to meeting number 17 of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. I'm Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I'm sure you are as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on, your audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International doesn't put any restrictions on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmaster, we request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity, inclusion in letter, and spirit, hence ensuring there is no sexist, racist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. Let me call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting, Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta is a winner of 2 DTM awards, has completed 10 parts in Toastmasters pathways. He has been a president, distinguished division director, a distinguished area director in the past. Outside Toastmasters, Saurabh has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and non-profit. Currently, Saurabh is building his own edutech startup that is Practive, which he founded in June 2020. Now I would like to call DTM Saurav sir to the virtual stage and give him a round of applause and handing the stage over to you.
Thank you so much, our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari. I always make it a point to acknowledge the super team which works behind every single meeting of the Gabbys. Every single meeting where I have gone outside of the Gabbys as a guest and I've spoken to people who are taking major roles, like the role of a Toastmaster of the day or the role of a general evaluator, I ask them that, when I ask them that, what is the most difficult thing about these roles? They would say, all the coordination, getting introduction from people, getting the evaluation resources. And I take a lot of pride in saying that I have not heard anyone taking up a TMOD or a GE role at the Gabbys say the same thing. They have said that, how is it so easy? How does everything fall in our lap? How is it that we have role takers change and yet there is no mix up on the agenda? How do I get the most updated agenda even before I ask for it? How there are no surprises, no hiccups, no bumps on the road in the meeting? So Toastmasters and guests, all credit for that goes to this power team that we have at the Gabbys, the team of the Sergeant at Arms who do this diligent job week after week, 3 times a week, every single week, to ensure that we get what we need, when we need, how we need, at the right time. So no words of appreciation is enough for the Sergeant at Arms of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, the Sergeants at Arms of the Gabbys Toastmasters Clubs. So big thank you to you, Bimpy, and Manvi and Amit. Amit and Manvi. Manvi is here. She reached right in time for the appreciation. Amit is not here. So thank you so much, the essays of the Gabbys, for doing this great job. I absolutely love the way you do things, and I'm sure all of our guests will echo with me. Thank you so much. So with this, let me call this meeting to order of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. Today, I see a few guests in a meeting. I see Naveen. Naveen, are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Let me start with you.
Hi everyone, my name is Naveen. I am a Toastmaster from Bokasta Toastmasters Club. Joined 6 months before, and I heard about Gabbys Toastmasters, one of the finest clubs in District 92. So I got a chance here today to meet everyone new. So excited to do for the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, President.
Thank you so much, Naveen, for that generous appreciation. You just made our day, evening, the rest of the week by saying that. Thank you so much. Moving on, we have more guests. Sanchit Agarwal. Sanchit, are you a Toastmaster or a guest? The reason I'm asking this is so that I will tell you a little bit about the history of Toastmaster if you're not a Toastmaster. Otherwise, I'll skip that part. Sanchit, are you a Toastmaster or a guest?
Yeah, so I'm like a Toastmasters, and I'm essentially like from the Indranagar club. And I have been a part of
Ah,
Toastmasters since past
okay.
6 months now. And I was planning to
Okay.
join a club like wherein it is essentially a bit more advanced, and it is like an essentially online one. So like that's how I join this club, or I like join this like meeting of sort. So yeah, that's like a brief journey of me.
Thank you. Thank you, Sanchit, for joining us. And we have our guest, Tanu. Tanu, are you a Toastmaster or a guest?
Hello, everyone. I'm not a Toastmaster yet. This is probably my second or third session as a guest. And one of my colleagues at office recommended Gabby's Toastmaster Club. So that's how I landed up here. And I also spoken to Karthik. So that's how I am in the meeting today for this club. And I'm really excited to see how this session goes.
Thank you. And we are excited you are here. So we do have Karthik as one of our ex-officers and one of the most vibrant members of our club. Thank you so much for joining our meeting, Tanu. In fact, Karthik is also a member of Toastmasters Indranagar Pride, Sanchit. I'm pretty sure you would know this already. So he's a dual member of both the clubs.
Yeah.
So with this, let us get the meeting started. And since we have one guest, I am going to spend a little bit of time telling us, reminding ourselves, the rest of the Toastmasters, where did this all start from? This started in 1924 when Dr. Ralph C. Smedley decided that there's something that needs to be done for people to be able to express themselves the way they want to, when they want to, and whichever forum they want to, in front of whichever audience they need to present themselves. And with that need, he started one club. And today, there's no looking back. Like 100 years down the line, we are rocking. We have got close to 300,000 members across the world. We have got 16,000 clubs across the world. We have got 14 regions in which these clubs are divided. And within those regions, we have got close to 100 plus districts. We are part of District 92, the Gabbys Toastmaster clubs. We are a family of 3 clubs, the Gabbys Online, and the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. The Gabbys International Toastmaster Club is the newest kid on the block, got chartered less than 6 months back, and already it is a President's Distinguished Club, qualified to become a President's Distinguished Club with the required number of members, with the required number of DCP points. It has got 10 out of the 10 DCP points. So I take a lot of pride in welcoming all the members and the guests to this meeting of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. Before I take this meeting forward, I would want to acknowledge the presence of a few eminent Toastmasters, our G. Sudheendra, who will be formally introduced shortly by the Toastmaster of the day. I'll not steal the thunder, but there's someone that I just can't acknowledge whose presence. I will just can't start the meeting without acknowledging his presence. Take it as my Guru Dakshina to him. That is Toastmaster Suresh Madhawan. He is my Dronacharya. He's the one that I learned Toastmasters, a lot about Toastmasters from him. This was the days when I didn't know very clearly what is the role of an evaluator, what is the role of a general evaluator. And the first time I saw him in action as a G, I said, that's how we are supposed to do a G role. Okay. Now I got it. Till that time, in the Gabbys meetings, the G and the speech evaluators will fight with each other. Who is going to evaluate the speaker? So thank you, Toastmaster Suresh. I mean, you are one of the best examples of servant leadership that I have in Toastmasters and beyond. And I just can't thank you enough for all that you do for the clubs selflessly without expecting anything in return. And no words of appreciation is enough for you. Thank you so much. And with this, I would also now want to hand over the stage. I will not talk about the theme. That's not my job. I would hand over the stage to someone. I know this line is very cliched, but I think this line can be used on this person. Don't put me on spotlight. Not now. Sorry. All the spotlight should be now on the person who deserves to be on spotlight. The cliched line, as I said, is this person needs no introduction. Who is this person? This person is the current table topic champion of District 92. Come on, just hold on to the suspense a little bit, no? Okay. the current District 92 table topics champion. She has been the district first runner-up in international speech contest. She has been a district level contest in all the formats of the contest. She has represented Division B in evaluation speech contest, table topic contest, and in international speech contest last year. It doesn't end there. She has completed 2 paths. She is also a serving district officer in District 117. And outside of Toastmasters, she is an entrepreneur, coach, soft skills trainer, a mother. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. If you have heard Toastmasters wears many hats, if you have seen that document, if you have seen that PDF, she perfectly qualifies to be on the cover page of that document. So please welcome with a big round of applause the Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Aparna Raja. Over to you, Aparna.
Thank you very much. And everyone, DTM Sourav Dutta, big round of applause for you as well. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how we do an introduction, whether the person deserves it or not at Toastmasters. So welcome once again to this evening's meeting. And before we get on with the meeting, happy holidays. I know I don't see a smile on anyone's face because the vacation has started, so has the summer. Summer is the season of mangoes. Oh, that's a good thing. Mosquitoes, ouch, and mayhem, a lot of it. I'll explain. So when we were young, okay, at least for me, and I'm sure a lot of you will say yes to this, is I would spend the entire year imagining all the adventures that I would take on in the summer, literally planning for my summer vacation, and that is how I would endure my school years. But as I grew, that novelty wore off somewhere. Because when you're working, what summer vacation, right? And then I rediscovered this vacation after I had kids. But this time, with a lot of anxiety, and it starts right in the beginning of the year, January, February, the FOMO sets in because you have to start planning for summer vacation. And it got me thinking, so where did all of this start? Why summer vacation? Is it because it's so hot? But it's not hot everywhere, but world over, there is a concept of summer vacation. How did it start? And I looked this up, okay? So thanks to ChatGPT, it's made my life easy. And it says that this originated, very easy guess, in the USA, everything useless sometimes comes from there. So in the 20th century, it originated there, but the reason was very good. So that children can help with harvesting the crops in these 2 months. Straight opposite of what our kids do today. My kids are perched on the couch with reinforcements all around them, snacks, water, everything, maybe even an extra fan, charger, all of that. They don't even move. But the actual reason was so that kids could help in farming in these 2 months. Because the workload was very high. And obviously the intention was good that they learn farming. Did anyone know that? I didn't know this. I was quite surprised to hear this. That said, vacations have their pluses and minuses as adults, I would say. With that, we will talk a little bit more about our summer vacation and really how it charts out for each one of us as we go along. I won't steal the thunder from the table topics master. So I'm not going to ask questions. I'm going to share some tidbits about summer vacation as we proceed with the meeting today. That said, let me introduce you to the structure of the meeting. I believe we have 1 or 2 guests amongst us today. So let me quickly lay it out for you. Every Toastmasters meeting has 3 segments or sections. The first part is called the prepared speeches section, wherein speakers come with prepared speeches and speak for very specific amount of time. And today in this meeting, we have 4 such speakers, followed by the second section, which is probably one of the most exciting sections. And if you are guest or new to table topic Toastmasters, apologies, I suggest you take part in this. It is called the table topics, where we encourage people to take up a topic and speak impromptu. It's a lot of fun. And finally, the third section, the evaluation section, the gold mine of this meeting. This is where we dig out all the value in our meetings with some of the best evaluations that you can hear about your speech. And that happens in the third section. So these are the three sections. And we have players for each role here today. But we will begin the meeting officially with the general evaluator and his team's introduction. So let me introduce our general evaluator for today. Our GE for today is Toastmaster Sudheendra Ramakrishna. He's from Mysuru and a sports lover. He's an ardent fan of Men in Blue, or might I say, Man in Red, Virat Kohli, because the IPL is on, a Bollywood buff, and amateur quizzer. He's been a Toastmaster for the last 3 years, and he's currently serving as an area director of Area E2 in District 121. So over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sudheendra Ramakrishna, to introduce your role and your teams. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Aparna. Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you. It's my first time at Gabbys Toastmasters Club, and it feels amazing to be part of this already. I took up this role of General Evaluator when asked by one of your members, and I'm very, very happy that I did it. Now, as a General Evaluator, my role today is to evaluate the whole meeting, starting from the SAA or even before the meeting started, how the room was set up. Till from then to the end of the meeting, I will be noting down all my points as to what went well and what are the places where we can improve as Toastmasters and as a club. Now, to do this, which is a challenging task, it's not only me, I have 4 people along with me. Now, to do the first person who is going to help me is the timer, who is going to time all the sections of the meeting. You may ask, who's the timer? Our timer is a diligent intern at Signify, brings her talents from Christ University to the tech world. Hailing from Calicut, Kerala, she embraces diverse passions from rhythmic movements of dance to the soulful melodies of songs. Please welcome Toastmaster Alvia Saji. Toastmaster Alvia, can you please explain your role?
Absolutely, General Evaluator. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speeches, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech times. Now, for icebreaker speeches, the duration should be in 4 to 6 minutes length. At 4th minute, I will raise the green card. At the 5th minute, I will be raising the yellow card. At the 6th minute, I will be raising the red card. Now, for the other speeches, which would be in length 5 to 7, at the 5th minute, I will be raising the green card. The 6th minute, I will be raising the yellow card. And at the 7th minute, I will be raising the red card. And for individual evaluations, which should be between 2 to 3 minutes, at the 2nd minute, I'll be raising the green card. At at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card, and at the 3rd minute, I will raise the red card. So that's from my end. Back to the General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvia. Next up, one more role taker today is the R counter. Our R counter today is a science graduate from Kota, Rajasthan, currently living in Uttar Pradesh. He works as a senior chemical engineer at a public sector undertaking. As of now, he is completely focused on learning new things to help him evolve. He has joined Toastmasters to improve his public speaking skills. Please welcome Toastmaster Sunil Dutta as the R counter. Toastmaster Sunil, can you please explain your role?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I am the counter for today's meeting. The purpose of our counter is to listen carefully and note unnecessary words or sounds by, by everyone who speaks during the meeting. Because such unnecessary words cause an interruption in the speech and sometimes distract the attention of the audience and certainly reduce the impact of the speech. My report will cover 5 major areas. Number 1, filler words like you know, I know, I mean. Number 2, some crutch words like basically, actually, well, so, the thing. Number 3, unintentional sounds. Uh, uh, um, Number 4, repetition of words like I, you know. Number 5, short and long pauses. And after the meeting, I will share my report and I will attach my report to the chat box for all of you consideration. So this is all about my role and responsibility. Thank you. Over to you, General.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Next role taker I have with me today in my team is the God, grammarian of the day. Our grammarian is a dedicated individual with a decade-long tenure at Amazon, his first and only professional home, where he's found comfort in familiarity. Despite his contentment, he is not the one to shy away from adventures, often embarking on weekend backpacking trips with his beloved puppy. Eager to enhance his leadership abilities, he has now joined the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Manikandan Varadaraj. Toastmaster Manikandan, can you please explain the role of grammarian?
Thank you, G. It was really touching my heart in terms of the God, and then the introduction was really good. Hello, Toastmasters and their guest. I'm the grammarian for today. I'll pay the close attention to all the usage of the words, good usage, not so good usage. I will note also the codes anyone gonna use it. As a grammarian, it's my job to introduce the word of the day, which is sizzle. So I will tell you the reason why I chose the word. So when the topic is summer, I thought maybe sizzle is very close to it. I give an example for it, right? Summer brings hot temperature, which makes surface and sandal sizzles under the sun. I'll give you more example. The excitement in the room made it sizzle with energy. So these are a couple of examples. So I'll urge everyone to use the word of the day. I request fellow Toastmaster to show thumbs up when any speaker gonna use the word of the day. So I'll come back with detailed report when G gonna call me back. Back to you, G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manikandan. I'll come back to you later. Next up, we have one more role taker who's going to be testing us, which is the listener role. Now, today's listener is an image consultant, corporate coach, and an entrepreneur by heart, a risk taker career-wise, a night owl, and compassionate capitalist at work, a travel buff and music lover who enjoys riding bikes as well as cooking. Please welcome Toastmaster Shilpa Reddy as the listener. Toastmaster Shilpa, can you please explain your role?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Very good evening to you all today. I'm kind of journalist here to note the most interesting bits of information from any of the speakers and ask questions towards the end of the meeting to see if everyone is paying attention. So I encourage all the members to actively listen throughout the meeting. Thank you so much. That's my role.
Sure. Thank you so much, Shilpa. I'll come back to you later where you can test our listening skills. That's it from my side as the general evaluator as of now. I'll come back to you later with my reports and with my team when called upon by the TMOD. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Aparna.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sudheendra and your team for introducing your respective roles. Without much further ado, let us jump right into the first segment, which is the prepared speeches. And today, we have our first speaker. Before I introduce the first speaker, let me quickly check to see if our first evaluator, Toastmaster Atul Srivastava, is with us. Toastmaster Atul, can you confirm your presence? Thank you, I see you. So let us quickly get on to our first speaker. Our first speaker for the day has a distinguished career spanning over 19 years, a seasoned chartered accountant, and he's held several leadership positions overseeing all aspects of finances. Currently, he specializes in providing virtual CFO services, supporting startups, SMEs, and MSMEs. So yeah, tax filing is coming up. You know whom to contact. He likes cycling, yoga, fitness, reading books, and traveling in his free time. This is our Toastmaster Sudhakar with us. Toastmaster Sudhakar Thamankar is attempting his level 1, project 2 in the path presentation mastery. The project name is Writing a Speech with Purpose. And the purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note, this is a 5 to 7 minute speech. Toastmaster Sudhakar, Wheels of Freedom. Wheels of Freedom, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Over to you.
Thank you, TMOD. What comes to mind when you hear word cycle? I don't know about you, but for me, it evokes profound sense of nostalgia within me. Good evening, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm going to share my cycling journey as general, and the experience is actually I learned from cycling from it. As a child, I think when I was 10-year-old is where I wanted to learn cycling. Born and brought up in a village. The nearest town was actually 7 kilometers away, and we didn't have any cycle in village. Whenever I used to go to town, I used to see the cycle for far away distance because I know my father will not allow, though the rent that point of time was 50 paisa per hour. Times changed, I moved to my uncle's place for high school. And then I saw a brand new Hero cycle. I was elated, I was happy. However, that was very, very short time because I realized I was less than 5 feet and my legs will not reach pedal. What I should do? I was very, very unhappy and looking at cycle every day. I wanted to learn, but I was not able to. The days passed. One day I realized that, yeah, I can actually learn. So I realized that between the seat and the pedal, I can put my leg. Holding one hand handle and other hand the seat, probably I can drive. However, surely I know my uncle will not allow. However, one fine day in the morning when everyone was sleeping, I tried this. And for my surprise, it worked. Cycle mode. In fact, it was an aha moment for me. Surely it is unconventional. I know you will laugh at me and people will laugh at me. However, I not stopped doing this. Though unconventional, people are laughing. Because it was a visa to freedom to me. I learned that, okay, I learned the first lesson of life that don't give up. Again, times changed and from high school, I moved to plus 2, 11th standard. I bought the second-hand cycle. Then my journey with the cycle again started. In fact, it reminded me of little bit of Iron Man comparison, but there is no comparison with Iron Man except that I was a thin man those days. The only comparison with Iron Man is I used to walk for 3 kilometers, cycle for 7 kilometers, and then again, travel 22 kilometers in a bus to reach college. I think those days, though the journey was difficult, cycle was my dearest buddy. And not only that, it was actually one of the means for transportation. It was for next 5 years, the whole of college, it helped me. Cycle was the means of transportation. I moved to Bangalore. As I moved in life, I moved from cycle to bike and bike to car. And then there was a big gap of 15 years. I totally forgot the cycle. And then came in 2016, again, I started cycling as a fitness. All those fondness, all those moments, all those memories actually came back. And I was happy that I started cycling again. However, the path I chose was suicidal. It was like a young man wanted to swim ocean after learning 6 month online course in swimming. I wanted to cycle all the way to Mullayanagiri in Chikmagalur, which was the highest peak in Karnataka of 6,300 feet sea level. However, maybe cycle was close to my heart, and I was I was facing a severe bronchitis those days, couldn't walk fast, couldn't run, and probably cycling was the one, I found cycling was the one way probably I can improve my health. And it didn't give up. So each uphill, each journey was difficult, and I was able to give up. And my heartbeat was actually running so fast, and I thought one point of time I'll get a heart attack. However, I completed the journey, and surely it was a big moment that my health was actually, it was not good. But then this gave me an immense confidence that anything is possible. That's how my cycling started in 2016, and till now I'm actually continuing that. So this is my experience. So what I learned from cycling. So there are a lot of lessons actually, cycling taught me in life. First was, if there is a will, there is a way. And second was, don't give up. In fact, in the Mullayanagiri journey, I was about to give up because I thought it is not possible, but I didn't give up. Third one is to keep the balance, you should be moving. And later on, I did a lot of long distance cycling. And then I realized all I have to do is just pedal at a one time. That's it. It will move. The other lesson is not about speed. And initially, when I started, I wanted to actually go fast, and then realize it's not about the speed. It is always about reaching your finish line or completing the finish line. So this is my cycling journey and the lesson I learned from cycling. Even today, I cherish those memories. I cycle once in a week, weekends, and that always gives me a me time, and I enjoy those rides. Thank you, and back to TMOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sudhakar, or should I say Iron Man, for sharing your life's story with us. That was a wonderful tale. Thank you very much, with a lot of good takeaways for everyone who heard that speech. Thank you. With this, now we will move on to our second speaker for the day. The second speaker for the day, let me actually check if the evaluator, which is Toastmaster Upasana, if she's here with us.
Yes, I'm.
Okay, I can
Yes.
hear the voice. Okay, there she
Yes.
is. Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Upasana. She's the evaluator of speaker number 2. Our speaker number 2 today is a man who needs no introduction. But since he gives people a grand introduction, he only deserves another. He's a winner of not 1, but 2 DTM awards and has completed 9 parts. Yeah, 9 parts. And here we are trying to finish 1 or 2. He has been a President's Distinguished Division Director, a Distinguished Area Director in the past. And outside of Toastmasters, he's played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and nonprofits. He's currently building. Okay, he corrected me. It seems he's completed 10 parts. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for rubbing that in. But yeah, 10 parts. Currently, he's building his own edtech startup, Practive, which he founded in June 2020. And this by now, I'm sure you all have guessed, it is none other than DTM Sourav Dutta. DTM Sourav is attempting his L1 P4, which is the evaluation and feedback speech number 2 in the path, persuasive influence. The purpose of this speech is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful evaluation speech. Timer, please note, this is a 5 to 7-minute speech.
Correction. No, the purpose of this speech is to implement the feedback of the previous speech. I've already shared the feedback in the group. This is the second speech. Yeah.
You've shared the feedback in the chat.
In the role group.
Got that. I got it. Got it. Okay, I stand corrected. Let me do it right again. So this would be his L1 P4 second speech. That means he's done the first speech and he's received a feedback. The purpose of this project, evaluator, please note, is to practice applying the feedback he's received and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And it is also for the member to demonstrate the ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech, and that is an evaluation speech. So the feedback he received, which I'm reading out, is that he needs to remove his background and have more vocal variety. A comprehensive feedback indeed. With that, let me call upon the second speaker for the day. DTM Sourav Dutta, pressing the right buttons. DTM Sourav Dutta, over to you.
What are these?
Hand gloves.
Gloves.
Very intelligent.
Cricket gloves.
What
Cricket.
gloves?
Hands.
Cricket gloves.
Cricket gloves.
Can you be more precise? What kind of cricket gloves?
Wicketkeeper.
This is a wicket keeper gloves. Why am I showing you these gloves? Because I want to flaunt I'm a great wicket keeper? No. I'm not a great cricket player. I've never been a great cricket player. The only thing that has been is that I've always been to play cricket, some form of cricket with someone somewhere. And I've always been disappointed. Here's a secret. I actually stole money from my dad's pocket to buy a cricket ball. And you know what? The ball that I bought was used in a game where I was not even given the position of a referee, of an umpire. That's how bad I was. Don't think my friends were bad. I was bad as a cricketer, as a batter, as a bowler, as a fielder. You give me the role and I'll screw it up. That was a sure structure. When the teams were getting selected, you know how in gully cricket teams are selected, there are 2 captains. And they pick up one guy randomly, just like that. I was invariably the last choice, like the man who no one wanted. And the other captain would always keep on praying that he doesn't have to be the last person to choose. So I'm that residual lying at the bottom of the pit and will be picked by the person who has no choice left. Now, for someone like me to influence someone to play cricket, how credible does that sound? See, Aparna wants to influence us to become a better speaker. You will get influenced. You already heard her credentials. She's got a big list of credentials, accolades. You know, I'm a district champion. I'm this, I'm this. Listen to me, get inspired, get motivated. Now that makes sense. But someone who has never played cricket has never been allowed to play cricket because he was so bad in cricket. How does that person influence someone to play cricket? Sounds tough, right? Yes? Yes? Now, it becomes tougher if the person you are trying to influence is a 40-year-old. Slightly more tougher if that person is a 30-year-old. Extremely tough if you're in your 20s. Alvia knows. Convincing her for anything is absolutely I don't know even if she's 20 or 18, but definitely that age group. But imagine influencing an 8-year-old. Toastmasters. I'm talking about my daughter, Tinni. Tinni is not good in studies. Studies and Tinni have nothing in common except for hatred for each other. Her grades hate her and she hates the exams. And everything that she has to do to get those grades or not get those grades. Now, for a person, for someone like her, whose every PTM is laced with one feedback, Mr. Dutta, you will have to spend some time with her. You know, she needs help. I don't think you're doing enough as a dad. Like, I am. She's just not taking it anything as a daughter. You are frustrated. Try being me. I forget what I studied at school when I try to teach her something that she needs to study at school. She's so averse to studying. But then I noticed one thing about her. Man, she can run. She can jump. And she can stay active as long as she's awake. From morning till evening. If I ask her to bring a glass of water, she'll not walk in with a glass of water. She'll run in with a glass of water. Now, with so much of energy in someone, how can I let it go wasted? As they say, energy is not destroyed, it transforms. So to stop it from getting transformed into something which I regret, like throwing something out of the window or going and picking up a fight with someone, and she's totally capable of doing those things as well. I had to channelize that in the right direction, and I found that in sports. I tried various sports. I tried badminton. She went for a day, broke her racket, came back. I tried lawn tennis. She went, she took the tennis ball and started playing cricket there. And the coach said, you get out of this place. I sent her for football. There also I got a complaint that she was using the football to try and play cricket. Catch, catch. Even when we had the Toastmasters stall at the Durga Puja, she was one of the reasons we got less number of leads because she kept all my volunteers busy playing cricket. So one thing I didn't understood that this girl can play cricket, unlike her dad. Now I needed to make her realize that she can play cricket. And the best way for doing that is to make her watch cricket matches on the TV, in the grounds, and slowly and steadily she developed a love for it. Yesterday, while coming back from the cricket coaching camp, yes, she goes to a cricket coaching camp, and I'm very proud to say she's an extremely good fast bowler and an extremely good batsman, a batter, sorry, to be sexual, I mean, gender-wise to be correct. She's an extremely good batter. She told me something which touched me here. She said, Papa, I have now learned batting. I said, oh, done, huh? I've learned bowling also. I said, lovely. I thought that the next thing that's coming is that now I won't play cricket. I have learned fielding also. I said, okay, now what? I want to learn wicket keeping now. And that's how those gloves happen. Toastmasters. It is possible to influence anyone to do anything if you just understand one thing: what buttons to press. If you know what triggers an individual, whether it's an 8-year-old or an 80-year-old, you've got your job done. And if my speech wasn't convincing enough, get in touch with our VP Education, Sudheendra Ramakrishna. She does that every week. And hence, you see 4 speakers, 4 evaluators, 4 TAGL team members, and a huge star cast of 4 papers every single meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM Sourav Datta. That was indeed quite, I would say, a light-hearted speech, but it actually had a very strong message. By the way, Tini is a fantastic cricketer. And yeah, all the best to the kid and the dad. With that, let us move on to the next speaker for the day. So before I introduce our third speaker, let me quickly check to see if we have our third evaluator. Toastmaster Yogita, are you amongst us?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, there she is. So Toastmaster Yogita Upadhyay is speaker number 3's evaluator. Let me quickly introduce our third speaker for the day. She's a certified image consultant and a soft skills trainer by profession. I request everyone to please go on mute. Thank you very much. Her interest in public speaking and leadership skills made her join Toastmasters. She's a double, triple crown winner and a double path breaker. She's also the founder of Imaginatic Image Consulting Services and a dear, dear friend. Today, she's attempting her level 3, project 3, first speech. The project is Deliver Social Speeches in the Path Visionary Communication. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice delivering social speeches in front of her club members. Timer, please note, this is a 3 to 4 minute speech. With that, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde, a tribute. A tribute, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aparna. Today I want to raise. Today I want to raise. Today I want to raise toss for ICB for making me what I am today. Because today because of ICB it transformed. Today I'll be sharing with your story how ICB transformed into a complete 360-degree transformation. If you believe me, how I was 5 to 6 years, no one will believe. If you ask me to stand in front of someone and speak, I used to get nervous, scared. I used to get blindfolded. That kind of nervous person. I was to stand and speak in front of someone, and a low confidence person I was. Years back, I was working in a company. While working in a company, I was scrolling through Facebook. Then I got to know about Image Consulting Business Institute. I thought Image Consulting Business Institute. I thought it might be some business institute course. So it attracted me. Then I Google searched more about the course. Then I realized that I researched more about the image consulting course, soft skills course. And when it was launched in the year 2009. Started by Mr. Rakesh Agarwal and Mrs. Sunil. It's nearly right now. It's nearly a 15-year-old organization. There are struggle stories when they started, and I read many successful stories image consulting before I joined. Like whether it's Sonia Pardesi, Vinay Shah, Heroj Darwala, they posted their feedback about their success stories. How I say they update their life in becoming career as image consultant and soft skill trainer. Then within a few days, I enrolled myself for that course. After joining course, I can say that transformation happening within me slowly, within me, one class after the other, one day after the other. After that, it started reflecting me outside also. That kind of confidence I had gained after joining ICBA. And one of the best things I loved about ICBA was ICBA never bothered about our past experience, work experience, our education, our age. Nothing it doesn't concern. It tries to bring out best in us. And it made my life better. Not only me, people along with me who are there in this meeting also helped them uplift their life. Many entrepreneurs joined our course and institution to groom themselves to uplift their skills also. It had given a second career option to many men, women who want to start second is in their career. It transfer and many entrepreneurs joined our course, soft skill course, to uplift their skills also. Today I might have trained nearly 5,000 students in my career. Today, I want today whatever success, appreciation, wherever I go, encouragement I receive, only credit goes to first thing I want to thank. I thank to ICB. Today, whatever I feel, today ICB made me a better person, better human being. It made me entrepreneur. It gave me a life, what I was a kid, what as a kid I always dreamed of. It made me it made me an entrepreneur. What I always dreamt of. I thought I would never able to make it, but ICB made me to make it, help me to achieve it, what I always dreamt of. That is the one thing ICB made me what I am today. Today, today we are attending, sitting together and attending the meeting from different parts of the world. That's because of ICB. Basic root is because of ICB. We have connected from the different parts of ICBs all over the world. So I know most of us agree, most of us in the meeting will agree with me. And I want to thank ICB from bottom of my heart for making me what I am today and bringing out the best in me and making me a better person, better human being, better entrepreneur. Thank you, Toastmasters. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi, for raising a toast to ICBI. Indeed, many of us here would second that thought. With that, we move on to our final speaker today. She is or was a sales manager by profession and a certified soft skills trainer by interest. After almost a decade, she is now a full-time management student by the virtue of time. She joined Toastmasters to sharpen her saw of public speaking. Outside Toastmasters, she's a mindful, introverted soul whose life revolves around food. That's the good kind of introverts. Family and friends too. That said, welcome Toastmasters Smruti. Apologies, let me quickly check to see if her evaluator is here, whom I know is here for a fact. Toastmaster Suresh Madhawan is her evaluator and he is here amongst us. Thank you. Now I shall proceed to introduce the speaker's project. She's attempting her level 5. Project 1, second speech, high performance leadership in the path persuasive influence. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply her leadership and planning knowledge to develop a project plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement the plan with the help of a team. It is also the purpose of this second speech for the member to share some of the aspects from her experience completing this project timer. Please note, this is a 5 to 7 minute speech. Toastmaster Smruti. Toastmaster Smruti, shadows and reflections. Shadows and reflections. Toastmaster Smruti, over to you.
Let's talk. With a quick raise of hands for a Toastmasters and dear guest, how many of you believe that fear of public speaking is a common challenge that many people face? Do you second that thought? Okay, thank you so much. Out of those who didn't respond to the same, I would like to understand how many of you think that the fear of public speaking can be overcome with practice and preparation. You're still pondering on the thoughts. Thank you so much to second that. Last, how many of you believe that a supportive environment can help you to alternate the entire mindset and can prepare you in the journey of public speaking? Thank you so much. The mindset, a platform, an environment is what we are talking today. If we know there is a problem, we know there is a solution, then what's the problem? Where are we missing it? Why we are not able to bridge it? Well, someone wise had thought it enough. And that's how maybe the speechcraft concept came into existence. Toastmasters has a program called Speechcraft Program. Many of you who are Toastmasters might be familiar with the terminology, but for the benefit of guests, let me reiterate. Speechcraft is a fast-paced learning program, a blended training program designed to provide optimal support for learners interested prominently to enhance their public speaking and leadership skills. Gabbys, being one of the Toastmasters clubs, offers such opportunities to people who want to enhance these skills. Okay, Gabbys does offer it. We have a platform, we have people. Then what I am doing here, why I am narrating the story today? Well, Toastmasters and dear guest, Today, as we're dwelling into the art of public speaking with speechcraft session, where our words cast reflections and might create a fear of shadow, with my experience, let us explore how we can illuminate our message and overcome all these fears, because I did overcome with this journey and I front-end the discussion because I got an opportunity to lead and execute an entire program from tip to toe by being the coordinator of one of the speechcraft sessions of Gabbys. To give you a snippet of what exactly we prepare for, the speechcraft program was designed for 8 consecutive weeks. The set guidance has been given to us, a premise has been set to us by the guidance committee. The guidance committee is a group of people who actually gave all the support from their learnings, from their background, from their exposures. Those were the 3 presidents of Gabbys Toastmasters Club, International Toastmasters Club, and Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. Thank you for the guidance committee to lay that foundation for us. Moving forward, we had a vision to be committed and to ensure to have a prepared structure, a project to help the member turn their speaking skills into an art and craft. Our goal was to teach the fundamental of public speaking and leadership in a supportive atmosphere to the Toastmasters to be, or someone who is in general want to be a good public speaker. The fine blueprints were ready. It will be an 8-week program with educational session, prepared speech segment, and impromptu speech practice. The guidance committee was ready. The foundation was laid straight, and I was introduced to the team members. Team members of 5 people. People who are completely unknown to me. They didn't know me on a personal background or even on a personal front, professional front. The case was similar on my end as well. Now, collaboratively, we had to work together to ensure we are completing the session successfully. Sounds so simple. You have everything laid in front of you. You have team. Now just execution has to be taken care. But no, that was not at all the case. Because what sometimes we presume is difficult to channelize when it comes to the practical grounds. It was the first day of interaction. I remember the orientation task. 5 members were present. Guidance committee was there. We had few role takers in place. The introduction was very smooth. We laid the foundation. We discussed everything in detail, that this will be the format. This is how we are going to do. And the execution will start from next week. Come prepared with one icebreaker speech. We will offer you an education session and we will channelize the same. The next day came. The session was scheduled to start at 4. Sharp at 4. I was dressed up, all suited up to start the session, being a coordinator. I joined the meeting on time. No one turned around. It was 4:05. I was all alone in that meeting. 4:10. I'm still waiting for people to join. Thank God, after 15 minutes, I saw slowly the role takers and the team members turning up to the meeting. I felt a bit more relaxed. Somehow, at least, they decided to show up, which is more important. I appreciated that fact, and with that positive mindset, we started the day. We had our first education session. We introduced the value and importance of appearing a prepared speech. And third, we gave them a demo how to go for a table topic segment or an impromptu segment. Well, day spent well. We had our learnings. So we made sure that next day we'll join on time. Other than the guidance committee and team, I have a set of close-knit Toastmasters who helped me in filling a couple of roles. I collaborated with them to execute the session. The next day, we joined the session. We asked all the role takers to be on time, executive committees to be on time. Unfortunately, the second day, out of 5 members, only 3 turned up. 2 of them didn't even bother to answer the call or message. I was horrified. You might not see that on my face, but I was there on that day. Now I can laugh about it because I overcome it. I thought somehow people will question me and my ability, that I can't even stretch and run a show with 5 members, even on the second day. That was the challenge. Somehow, We run the show with the 3 members who joined us. They prepared a speech, they delivered it, they tried their best to do the impromptu speaking. We managed to do it. But now it came the 4th day. Before that, I had to do all the planning, but I was not sure whether all the team members will join or not. I tried to call the 2 members who didn't join the other day, wanted to understand what exactly went wrong. But surprisingly, they didn't answer my call. They didn't respond to my message. But yes, I just received a one-liner from them. We'll get back to you. That was the only message I received from them. Well, fine, taken. But I thought, shall I go behind those 2 members who'd failed to join us, or shall I just channelize it by focusing on the 3 members who are at least there with me in this journey? Let's see how it goes. I went back to the guidance committee because they were the people with experience and exposure, checked with them that am I going in the right track? Is there something I am missing out? I learned from them that it's okay. You just have to keep the momentum and ensure that you are bringing not only quantity of members, but the quality of meeting in your speech crafters journey. Again, with that intent, the 5th day started. We had 3 members. We had all the role takers in place, and we executed a meeting well in a better manner compared to the previous one. Now here, the team members were not only there for preparing the speeches or delivering a table topic segment, because Speechcraft program helps you to be more than a public speaker. So that tomorrow, it's not only you becoming a good speaker, you can also be someone who can host and facilitate an entire meeting. You are someone who can bring good network. You are someone who can introduce someone in a better manner if you are emceeing a particular segment. So it's a blend of everything we are offering to a speech crafter. Now, how can we do that? We thought to give the roles to these speech crafters itself, my team members. Now, my team member size was 3, which was initially 5. So my entire focus was only on these 3 people. We started giving these people particular role. So in that fine 5th day, I said, next meeting, you take the TMOD role, you take the TTM role, and you take the timer role. Let's catch up on the 6th meeting. Okay, sounds well. And the 6th day, we all arrived on time. All my 3 members were there, my role takers were there. The moment I asked them that go ahead, they were messaging me continuously, Smruti, okay, fine, I got it, but I'm not comfortable. And like, this is not the right time to say that. We are about to start and go ahead with the meeting. Okay, fine, you do the initial 5 minutes, I'll do the rest 5 minutes. And with much difficulty, with much blunders, we somehow ended the meeting, where I understood that I had to ask them for a comfortable zone. I was just taking leverage of the leadership role provided to me rather than being comfortable and collaborative with them. So on the 7th day, I asked them which particular role will best suit you, which particular role you think can be more enlightened and can be more leveraged with your presence. And accordingly, the rules can be given. And with blend of all our learnings, with all our difficulties, we executed the 8th meeting in the best possible manner. What I learned being a leader in this entire journey, that sometimes it's okay, which I learned from my guidance committee as well, to lead with the members you have, because you cannot keep everyone happy when you are on a leadership position. Second, about the commitment. Commitment is not a one-way street. If you are working with a commitment, you have to expect some commitment from the party on the other hand, and the commitment will come with trust. That's how, with trust, with the compatibility and celebrating the small milestone, we completed the 8-week speech crafter program. And my definition of leadership literally changed and dwelled and developed in many ways throughout the entire session. I hope you had your own experience with respect to leadership, not in speech crafter, maybe in any other platform. But just remember, it's all about the shadows and reflections which we see in the learning process. Thank you. Back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Smruti, for sharing your Speechcraft's experience with us. I'm sure the guests here are going to be intrigued. And if so, you know whom to contact. Thank you. With that, we come to the end of our prepared speeches, and I'd like to check with the timer. Are all the speakers qualified for the poll, or do we have any disqualifications?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so we have the first three speakers are qualified, but the fourth speaker is not qualified.
All right. So we have one time disqualification. Got that, Toastmaster Alvia. Okay, with that, I request our Zoom master to please launch the poll for the best prepared speaker for today. And please take into consideration, we have one disqualification.
Yes, I will be launching in 2 minutes. Aparna, please go ahead.
Absolutely. So back to vacations, and then we have a break, but just hold on for this. So I want to ask, okay, I did say I'll share a few tidbits, but before that, I really want to ask, vacations are here. How many of you are being pressured into planning a vacation just because of the FOMO, just because everyone is putting pictures on social media or laying out their plans for the big holiday? How many of you? Okay, I want one of you to please take the initiative and come out there and share your thoughts on this. I see a big smile on Toastmaster Suresh's face. Toastmaster Suresh, FOMO hitting hard, or you don't give a damn?
Oh, I don't give a damn. Honestly, I roll with the punch, or the punches. So when it happens, it happens.
Very nice indeed. Something I aspire to be maybe in a few more years. We have Ritu. Ritu, I'm not sure if you're a guest or a Toastmaster. So what is your take? I see DTM Sourav, you raised your hand.
Yeah,
Ritu is a member of the Gabbys. Okay.
My apologies, Ritu. It's just that we have this input of wonderful influx of wonderful members. So yeah, over to you, Sourav.
Aparna, so I raised my hand because I just wanted to make one announcement, a point of order. Actually, it's raised with the PO. The PO is raising the point of order that we will not disqualify the fourth speaker because there was a timing device failure. Our timer got dropped off intermittently, so we had a backup timer. The timer switch happened, so the fourth speaker is not disqualified. So we will be launching the poll shortly with all the four speakers. Just a point of order.
Thank you. Noted. So for the newbies wondering what is this point of order, if anyone has to speak in between, has to absolutely speak, there are several ways of raising an interruption, and there is your poll. Please vote. So if you want to raise an interruption, we say point of order. When you feel something is not going right, we say that. If you say are in a room and it's an offline meeting and you want to turn on the fan, then again, you need to say that point of order or something they say. So there are several ways of raising interruptions in a Toastmasters meeting. I suggest you all look this up. It's very interesting. It's called Robert's order of, what is it, Sourav? I always forget the... Robert's Rules of Order. Yes. So do look it up. It's a fun thing to know. With that, please do attempt the poll. Ritu, so Toastmaster Ritu, what's your take? FOMO hitting hard, or like Suresh, you don't give a damn?
No, it's the most awaited time, I believe. I mean, it's awaited time for professionals, for students, housewives. It's a time where you can just think about fun and relaxing yourself. And of course, this heated summer and the sunny, hot weather is definitely it's blowing off many a times, but then for survival, we just work it. But why don't we plan why don't you plan a trip? Why don't you go out with your family and be connected with them? I think it's very encouraging, and this is the time, I mean, everybody is waiting, in fact. So just plan out, just make plans and take a time out, take a break from your work, from the huzzy-buzzy life, the hectic deadlines, and of course your kids are also done with their examination. So just take a time out, and it's just all your time. Be with yourself, your inner self, and spend that relaxation with your family and friends. Get to know them. Spend some time with greenery around, nice environment around. I believe in summer we'll not find that.
However, you can make it up by going at some hilly stations. Try to love with whatever you have in hand, and just get that inner peace. I think I will opt for the break. Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. So you are Master Shifu, inner peace. Okay,
Yes.
sorry, it's a bad joke. Okay, good, she got it. So with this, now I'll call for a break, which is Toastmaster Manikandan. We will make sure you get a chance to speak very soon, but I have to call for a break now, a 5-minute break, which is customary between the prepared speech and the table topics. So we will be back at 8:15. How convenient. I didn't have to round off anywhere. So yeah, 8:15, we will be back. Till then, I think we will have some music. So I hope everyone's back from the break. So now we are behind time. So I'm not going to bore you all with any more questions and answers. We will dive right into the next segment of our meeting, the most awaited segment, if I may say so myself, the table topics. And to do that, I would like to call upon our table topics master for today. A quick introduction of this wonderful Toastmaster. She's a 24-year-old diving headfirst into the fascinating world of psychology. She's all about connecting with folks. It's like fuel for her soul. And we have the right person to do just that today, which is Toastmaster Priyamvada Sharma, our table topics master for today. Over to you, Toastmaster Priyamvada.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and I welcome you all to our table topic session. And I actually want to thank our Toastmaster of the day for bringing this topic to the table, which sizzled and bubbled so many nostalgic memories in me. And I'm sure all of you were like thinking about those summer vacation days when you used to go to your dadi's house and nani's house and play cricket and eat mangoes. So let me tell you a little about table topics. So table topics speeches are used to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. So they help you in speaking or in thinking quickly and then speaking your heart out. So table topics also train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. Now, a table topic is a speech which has an opening, a body, and a conclusion like any other speech. But the twist is that it is for a very brief, short period of time. That is from 1 minute to 2 minute 30 seconds. Now, there are some rules. So, speaking less than 1 minute and more than 2 minute 30 seconds leads to a disqualification. Also, you get a grace period of 30 seconds if you want time to think and speak. Plus, everyone is invited in the table topic session, so you can join. Otherwise, I will have to pick you. So it's better you join on your own. So without wasting any more time, let's dive into our session. Who is going to go first? Toastmaster Bala. Okay. So your topic is when all else fails, take a vacation. When all else fails, take a vacation. Toastmaster Bala.
What? You want a vacation? You went for a vacation 6 months back. That's what my boss told me when I asked for leave to take a vacation. I was completely out of sync with respect to my job, my personal life, because it was very hectic for me for the past 3 months. And I asked my boss, I need a vacation. Then I decided I will go on a vacation. I told my boss, if you want me to work productively, you need me to take that vacation. Ladies and gentlemen, why is that in India we are afraid to take vacations? Is it because of the bosses? Definitely yes. Look at other countries. If people are on vacation, they are on vacation. Here, even if you take vacations, people have the audacity to call you and check things. Can you respond to that mail? Can you do this? I don't really understand that. Vacations are meant to give us that break. It's like the sleep between 2 days. You cannot work continuously from day to day. 48 hours if you work, you're completely exhausted. Vacation is that sleep that you need in terms of your physical health as well as your mental health. I decided that day that if my boss says no, I would surely put down my papers and go for vacation. But somehow he agreed. Generally, I don't have a boss who agrees for everything that I say, but that day he agreed for it. The only thing I would leave you and with the thought for everyone is that do we all need vacation? Definitely, we need vacation. The point is when you take vacation, take it probably with your family, with your friends, however you want it. It's not about just saying that I want to go on vacation and getting that leave from your boss. It's about really coming back rejuvenated from a vacation. Definitely, that day when I went, I came back rejuvenated. I would really suggest everyone to take that vacation and get yourself rejuvenated. I really wanted a vacation and I took the vacation. Will you take that vacation? Thank you, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
Wow, Toastmaster Balaji, you got lucky, and your boss is such a nice person. Okay, so I see hands being raised, but we need to give chance to the participants of division contest. So I would like to call.
One request, Toastmaster, to Table Topics Master, if you can ask the Zoom Master to pin or zoom the timer also. I was not able to see the timer. I don't know if I missed out.
Okay, so Zoom Master, please pin the timer so people can see timer cards.
Priyamvada, you can let Sudhakar and Mita have already raised hand. Probably you can go with them first, and then we can have a few others. We have time to do table topics,
Okay,
right?
okay, no problem. Okay, Toastmaster Sudhakar, so I have a topic for you. Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, please note everyone from now on, Bimpy would be the timer because I'm having my internet isn't stable enough, so Bimpy would be taking care of the timers rule. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alvia, for informing us. Okay, so Toastmaster Sudhakar, your table topic is happiness is the first day of summer holidays. Happiness is the first day of summer holidays.
When it comes to a vacation, summer is not the right time for me because of the too much of it. I don't enjoy summer vacation and vacation taking vacation in summer. For me, the monsoon is the best time. However, because of the leaves and the kids are actually in school, so we have to adjust everybody's availability. So for me, if it is summer, then I would like to go to a hill station or the beach side, and that is the only two things actually which gives me happiness. And if it is a beach, I would like to lost myself. And when we go with the family, it is very difficult to be alone. However, I would like to be either at the beach or at the hill station, and if it's a hill station where not much people be around, so that gives me happiness, and that is my summer vacation. And currently we know in Bangalore the temperature is rising at 37, and some of the places even in hill stations the summer is temperature is rising. So probably the early mornings or late evenings will be good time to enjoy the vacation. Yeah. So back to you, table topics.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhakar. I really love the idea of going to the beaches and going to the hills and chilling by yourself. Now, I would like to call. Okay, I see Alvia raising her hand. Alvia, your topic
Yeah.
is. I am on a seafood diet this summer. I see food and I eat it. I am on a seafood diet this summer. I see food and I eat it.
Okay. I'm on a seafood diet this summer. All right. Good evening, Toastmasters. The topic is a bit mouthful. I'm on a seafood diet this summer, and
I see food and I eat it.
And I eat it. I see food and I eat it. I see food and I eat it. Okay, yeah. So, fun fact about me is that I am a big foodie, and the one thing that I love the most is seafood. My grandparents, maternal or paternal, both of them are great, at preparing amazing dishes, especially with seafood. So there are different types of fishes that we try, and also I'm from Calicut, and then we have a beach nearby. So obviously, almost on a daily basis, we'd have fishermen, pass by our home on like a little scooter, and then every single day all the neighbors would be waiting for him to come, and also looking forward to his honking. And yeah, we would actually all gather around and look into the box that would be there behind his scooter, and look at the kinds of fishes that he's bought for the day. And yeah, so I love seafood. I love mean curry and everything. And also there are other things that I like, that my grandparents make, like sambar and all of that. And here currently I'm in Bangalore and I'm not getting ghar ka khana. So I'm really missing homely food. And look, I really want to go back home soon, if possible. But here, as an intern, it's we hardly get any holidays, so it's hard for me to plan all of that and go home and eat some good food. So yeah, that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Olivia. I could totally relate with it. Since I'm also in PG, so I just want to eat homemade food. Cool. So next I'll be calling on Toastmaster Preeti. Toastmaster Preeti, are you there?
Yes, I am there, and please excuse me, I can't feature in my camera.
Okay. So I'll be giving you a topic. Okay. So your topic is living my best life one plane ticket at a time. Living my best life one plane ticket at a time.
I wish I could have said that I'm living my best life. But in parts, both the part of your statement is right for me. I'm living my best life is one part, one plane ticket at a time, one part. Because right now, I'll not say I'm enjoying, but I'm trying my best to do in my empty nest, where my heart is sizzling, but in the absence of warmth and love, waiting to just receive that one warm hug from my son, who is miles and miles apart. And this summer comes not to bring mangoes or kulfis or vacations or hill stations for me, but this summer brings my son back home with that one plane ticket which we booked months ago. And you won't believe, last many months, I'm waiting for that one day, May 7th, evening 6:45 p.m., when his flight will land on the Kempegowda International Airport. Many of you might not resonate with it because I am a mother whose whole life revolves around their children, right? And this whole topic of summer, the best life, the plane ticket, it's again revolving around my son. So, my dear friends, dream as much as you can, live the life as much as you can. And to all the parents on this group, the mothers and the fathers, my only request is that live every single moment with your children. Make the best use of it. You never know where will that day be. In few years' time, the birds will fly away, my dear. So just hug them, kiss them, bring them closer, fill your emotional account as much as possible. Live your life. Do not wait for summer or winter. Make the best of today. All the very best, and over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preeti. So I would like I would like to give one last topic to our new Toastmaster, our new member, Toastmaster Ritu. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. So your topic is you can't buy happiness, but you can buy ice cream. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy ice cream.
You can't buy happiness, but you can buy ice cream, right?
Yes.
All right. So it's a very old saying that you cannot buy something which is eternal, which is something which is so connected with a lot of emotion. So, I mean, there were instances in life where you might have come across situations where people might have told you about comforts and happiness, or something that you like, you want to buy, and you want to have it at that moment of time. But when it comes to buying happiness, is definitely something cannot be bought with money. So for me, happiness is all about connection. It's all about living yourself. It's all about keeping yourself a very simple, down-to-earth person. Ice cream is something where it's just a pleasure. I mean, you're out with your friends, you're out with your loved ones, and you just want to have that moment of time of getting happiness. Yes, of course, you can just purchase it and you can have it. But what a connection with happiness. Happiness is something very eternal. It's very which is something cannot be expressed in words. So I think happiness cannot be purchased, cannot be something that can be purchased with money. It has to come with time. It has to come with experience. And of course, the tempting things that you see around you, that is something that you can buy with money. And that's my understanding of the topic. I'm sorry if I've not understood this properly, but for me, happiness is all about just being yourself, getting all the love from a lot of people, and being as simple as you can. Thank you. Am I audible?
Priyamvada, you're on mute.
Am I audible?
You are audible. I was on mute. Sorry.
Okay.
So that was great. Please give a round of applause to all the speakers. And with this, we conclude the session. Thank you, everyone. Over to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aparna.
Thank you very much for that session, Toastmaster Priyamvada. I think those were some really fun questions you threw their way. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I'm not just saying that, I really did. With that, we've come to the very end of our meeting. We just have one more segment to walk through, and the most important one. So to conduct that, I would like to call upon our general evaluator of the day. Is he here with us? Toastmaster Sudheendra, there you are, waving. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Aparna. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with my evaluation and with my team. So firstly, I would like to give the evaluations of the individual speakers. So what we will do is we'll go to respective evaluators and get the speech evaluations done. So to evaluate first speaker, that is Toastmaster Sudhakar Thamankar, right? If I'm pronouncing it right.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes. So to evaluate Toastmaster Sudhakar, we have someone from Hyderabad who did his MSc in psychology and B.Ed in special education and is a retired principal from state government of Telangana. He has a deep passion for training and public speaking and is certified TTT from ICBI and member of IMPA Hyderabad. Please welcome Toastmaster Atul, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Am I audible? Sorry.
Yes, sir, you are.
I must congratulate Toastmaster Sudhakar Thamankar for preparing speech, which is very connecting topic wheel of freedom. In fact, every one of us have some connection with the cycling part. There is a lot of excitement when we see cycle in our day-to-day life, even especially when in our childhood, and the exposure and the gaining of experience through riding a bicycle. It is really very thrilling. So the audience can identify with it very much. The journey of transformation you have taken very well, from cycle to bike and from bike to car and then back to cycling for fitness, which is the true significance of charm of cycling in our day-to-day life. The content was well structured, having proper introduction, body and conclusion. And the content looked very clearly focused and informative. You look comfortable, cool and composed in your presentation. But there are some areas where you have to work a little, and that is you can do wonders if you further work a little more on your vocal variety, as the speech looked a little monotonous one, and more of your eye contact and gestures, because it will help you to engage the audience in a much better way. It looked as if you were just verifying the content is scripts in between. Other area which you have to work very hard is that if you wanted to engage audience, then you have to be very active in your interaction. So you may ask some questions like what was their experience, especially when it comes to cycling, so that audience become more interactive and you also get some time and respite to have an interaction. Your speech was really wonderful, and you have to just take up these small challenges so that next time we look forward for a very excellent speech from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Atul. Thank you so much for that evaluation. Toastmaster Sudhakar, I completely agree with whatever Toastmaster Atul said. You had a fabulous story from your childhood to your school days and to your professional life, and you gave us how cycle was connected to you and then the vehicles were connected to you. Now, again, I also felt the same thing as Toastmaster Atul mentioned, probably a little bit of voice modulation. And probably it's difficult to maintain eye contact with the camera always when you are online, but just take it as a challenge and try to do that as well. Maybe that will also improve your speaking skills. So that's from me for the speaker. As for the evaluator, Toastmaster Atul, it was wonderful evaluation. You gave out the positives in a very brief manner and also gave out very proper improvement points for the speaker, and also ended with a positive note. That is what we look for in an evaluation, and job well done. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for the speaker and the evaluator, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we will have the second evaluator. Just give me a moment, please. So our second evaluator will be evaluating Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. To evaluate Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, we have someone who's a chirpy, happy-go-lucky bookworm who loves to eat, cook, travel, listen to music, and read about Indian mythology. She's been fortunate enough to visit 13 countries and love exploring new cultures. Currently, she works as a senior technical writer for an MNC. Please welcome Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh, who will be evaluating distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta.
Thank you. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, your introduction was very unique and captivating. From the very first moment, you have grasped all our attention. So kudos on that. As a DTM, your wealth of experience shines throughout the speech, which we all have heard multiple times. And the best part is the way you have connected the story with your daughters, and the transitions were very smooth until the conclusion. So the point of improvement, I'll say the last point, the last conclusion where you were ending in the high note when you said about your daughter. But I thought that that's where the story ends. But then the moment you started Sudharma's context, I thought that was a bit abrupt. Maybe you could exclude it, or else if you wanted to include, maybe you could include it in the between, so that there were two high points. So either have one, or even if you're having both, then have the smooth transition over there. But apart from that, you have created more harmonious ending, and the consistent into your emotional tone was there. The feedback which you received for your first speech, that was remove the background, which you have done. And second, vocal variety. Yes, we could understand all emotions which you have emoted. So kudos on that. I hope you take the point of improvement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Upasana. Well, to come to the speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, it was a fabulous speech. I was completely engaged. Being a cricket fan myself, I was totally engaged in your speech. You said that you had received the feedback of removing your background and having more vocal variety, and this is what you wanted to improve in this particular speech. I do not see any problem with your background as so. And then coming to the vocal variety, you clearly had a good vocal variety when you were imitating the teacher, where you brought out a different voice for a teacher and you emulated that voice of a teacher. You have to help in an old man's way. So that was well done. And but whereas you had more scope to do vocal variety, to demonstrate more vocal variety, that was at the end when you were talking with your daughter. Maybe you could have simulated or emulated your daughter's voice a little bit. Probably that could add more value to the speech. So apart from that, it was a fantastic speech. I loved it all the way. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. And coming to the evaluator, Toastmaster Upasana, I really like the evaluation. Again, you started with the positives and also gave the point of improvements. What I saw was one small point, that is, first you spoke about that the ending was, you told the speaker that the ending was abrupt, but later you went on to give kudos to the speaker for the conclusion. So that was a little contradicting. That apart from that, I felt everything else was in place. That's it from my side for you. Let's hear it for DTM Sourav Dutta and Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh, everybody. Next up, we have the third speaker. And to evaluate third speaker, that is Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde, we have Toastmaster Yogita Upadhyay. Yogita is a go with the flow and a joyful person. She's always been a people person, so enjoying her face as an HR and image and soft skills trainer. Beyond the 9-to-5 hustle, you will find her dancing, reading mind-bending books, exploring new places, or experimenting with different foods. Toastmaster Yogita Upadhyay, the stage is yours to evaluate Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi, you delivered a heartfelt tribute speech which completely aligned with your project objectives. Starting with the toast was a thoughtful and engaging way to begin. I felt there was an initial hesitation, but you quickly gained confidence and showcased a wonderful evolution throughout your speech, drawing parallels to the growth with the course that you have done from ICBI. Your personal growth throughout your speech added authenticity and depth to the presentation, and it made it relatable for most of the people here because of some way or the other they have heard about it. Being an ICBN myself, I completely second the change it brings in any individual. Your use of hand gestures, your eye contact was commendable, which added connection to your delivery. Your speech was impactful, but there were moments which I noticed of echoing voice and a tendency to use filler words, such as after that and today I am, like that. So which slightly maybe disrupted the flow for me. Overall, you demonstrated great dedication for completing the project, and effectively you have integrated the lessons that you have learned from ICBI into your speech. There is only one recommendation from my end. Please focus on speaking with more clarity while minimizing filler words to maintain a smoother delivery. This will also help keeping the audience more engaged because sometimes it causes disruption. Okay, so that's it from my end. Over to you, General Evaluator. Congratulations on completing the project, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogita. Coming to the speaker, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi, wonderfully done. Your objective was met that you had to give a toast according to your objective. Now, what you could have improved in your speech is the first, I mean, it was very well covered by Yogita that required some more clarity in the speaking. I couldn't hear some words in between. So that was one thing, that was main thing, I would say. Secondly, when you raised the toast in the beginning and mentioned ICBI, I did not know what ICBI was. I was wondering, maybe people here are used to it and know it. So there are people in the audience who would not know what ICBI is. So maybe if you had explained what, probably till after 30 seconds or 40 seconds is when I got to know what ICBI actually is. So probably that would have been another thing that you can improve upon. But other than that, a great toast. Well done. Kudos to you. Next up, our evaluator, Toastmaster Yogita, wonderfully done. Again, wonderful analysis of the speech and the evaluation. You went with the positives and then the improvement points. What I would say, you mentioned two or three improvement points for the speaker. What I would suggest is go with the priority in mentioning the improvement points. So for example, so you told about echoing voice, filler words, and more clarity. So the elephant in the room for me was having more clarity. So first talk about clarity and then come to the other points which are not so important or it can be ignored later on as well. So first, always concentrate on the first priority point on which you have to talk about. So that only you have to, the order has to be changed. That is my personal opinion. So apart from that, well done. Thank you, Toastmaster Yogita, for that wonderful evaluation. Let's hear it for our speaker and the evaluator, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, General Evaluator.
All right, let's move to the final speaker and the final evaluator. To evaluate Toastmaster Smruti, we have someone who is from Talk Magic Toastmasters Club and has been a Toastmaster for about 5 years. He has finished 2 pathways. He's a retired corporate executive and he now provides consultancy for regional theaters doing English adaptations. Please welcome Toastmaster Suresh Madhawan to evaluate Toastmaster Smruti's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. If you fail to plan, you're actually planning to fail. This is an oft-repeated quotation by Benjamin Franklin. And today, Smruti Mohanty, you showed us how planning can actually structure and you would be able to deliver a very effective speech in a variety of ways. There were so many positives in your speech, and the things which stood out for me was the clarity with which you spoke. You had great clarity, and the way you structured your speech, all about speechcraft, the way you identified what you're going to do, how you got into it, how you had a planning committee, and the relevance over and above everything, the relevance of speechcraft in a session like this, I think that gelled very well with the overall theme of what you were trying to say. And head and shoulders above all, you have a very great speaking persona. I particularly like the tattoo on your right hand. It was very appealing to me. I like that. And great speeches are when people are able to see what you say, but when you actually show what you intend to say, that takes your speech a couple of notches higher. And you did that very effectively by demonstrating that scene of how people trickled in slowly for your first meeting, and then the sigh of relief which you heaved when the people actually came. So you actually showed us that emotion. And another aspect of your speech, which appealed to me a great deal, was that you were not afraid to seek feedback. So you went back to your guiding committee and you asked them for help. So I think that shows you as a person who is not afraid to seek help. And that is the right way going forward, especially when you're handling a project of this size and shape. A couple of recommendations for you, Smruti, and the first one is that since this is this is something on speechcraft and you forming a committee, I would have liked to know. I would have liked to know that what is the process by which you inducted the members in the guiding committee, and what was the communication you people organized between the committee members to take your program forward. And the other aspect is what were the leadership styles that you applied to achieve or successfully run a speechcraft program? For example, I would have loved to know a little more about what were the decisions which you made, the kind of communication which you used, how you delegated, because this is all said and done, this is a very unwieldy project. So what is the kind of delegation you did, and what are the kind of problems you resolved? So I would have loved to see a little more of that. I understand this is just a 7-minute speech. I'll sum up my evaluation by saying that you have a great voice, you spoke with great clarity, you appeared very calm, very self-assured, ideally suited for a speech of this nature. And I must say that you have great speech writing abilities. People would have probably told you about this, but I can reconfirm that you have great speech writing abilities. Just be a little mindful about the time and go into a little more detail on how leadership skills you applied and how you formed your organizing committee. So I can't wait to see you deliver the second part of the speech and how you're going to sizzle. I'm quite sure that you will sizzle when you deliver that, because if you can deliver the first part like this, your second bit of the speech is going to be even greater. Good luck to you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suresh, Madhawan. Toastmaster Smruti, I did, when I heard the speech, I could really not think of any recommendations from my side. But finally, what I also thought was that what was one thing that I would have liked to hear from you was, what is it that you did to motivate the members who are already come in? Because already 2 people dropped off, and that may have had an influence on them, but they still continued. So you also were there with them along with the guiding committee, and you motivated them. So what did you do exactly? So this is something probably that I would have liked to know. Other than that, a great speech. Thank you very much. And Toastmaster Suresh, wonderful evaluation. I don't have any feedback for you. Thank you very much. It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you. So let's hear it first. Toastmaster Smruti and Toastmaster Suresh, everyone. All right. Now that was speech evaluations. Now let's move ahead for the report from our TAGL team. Now, first up is our timer, Toastmaster. Is it going to be Bimpy?
Yes.
Or Alvia?
It's going to be Bimpy.
All right. Toastmaster Bimpy, you can provide your report.
Yes, I'm sharing my screen. So here the timer report. So all are qualified in table topic except Toastmaster Bala. He has taken 2 minutes 51 minutes. In evaluator section, all are qualified except Toastmaster Suresh. He has taken 3 minutes 55 minutes, 3 minutes 55 seconds. In prepared speeches, all are qualified. As well, Smruti is qualified since we have some glitch on flashing the time cuts. So she is considered as qualified. This is the timer report. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bimpy, for stepping in as the timer and taking the role and doing it so wonderfully. As a timer, when Alvia started out, Alvia, I have a small feedback for you. When you start your when you introduce your role, please also show how you will demonstrate the cards. That way, people will know exactly how the cards will look like, right? Now, what happened later was when Bimpy took over, for a few moments, since I was new to this club, I could not recognize the green color, yellow color, and red color. I kept on seeing the trains there, but I later realized that it was the colors that she was trying to show. So if you're a timer, if you can just show the cards when you're explaining the roles, this is how I'm going to show it. So probably that will help. So thank you very much. Job well done, Alvia and Bimpy. Let's hear it for our timer, ladies and gentlemen, Alvia and Toastmaster Bimpy as well. So next up, we have our counter, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Toastmaster Sunil, can you please provide your counter report? Is Toastmaster Sunil there in the room?
Yes, I'm coming.
Yes.
Actually, I was totaling the score. That's why. Okay. Thank you, General Evaluator. So now I'm going to share my report. So this is how my report looks like. And first of all, today we have scored quite high, 177 overall score. And some of the speakers are there who used very less, you can say 0 filler words, and they spoke actually very less. That's why they use very less filler words. Like in table topic section, Bala, Preeti, and evaluation session, Yogita Upadhyay. And so far, Sergeant at Arms, Kumari, and listener hasn't spoke so far, so she or he has 0 score. So big round of applause for these people. And now I will announce the name who scored less than 5. Mr. Sourav Dutta, Smruti S. Mohanty, Sudhakar Thamankar, Atul Srivastava. Then our PO officer, PO is, I think, Sourav Dutta, Toastmasters of the day, and grammarian 1. So this was all my report. And yes, when it comes to public speaking, we all sweat and we feel uncomfort. Our legs shiver, body shiver, but we can try. We can try to reduce using these filler words, and I hope that one or the other day we will be able to bring that score down to 0. So with that hope, I close my speak and thank you for all of you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, for that wonderful report. I'm sure that all your ears was on our speeches, and it was a wonderful report to see. Thank you. I will definitely take away the points that you have given there. Let's hear it for our counter, Sunil Gupta, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so next up we have our grammarian, Toastmaster Manikandan, who will be providing the grammarian's report.
Sure. Just give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. I'm sorry, I'm just taking a time. There is no pop-up for me. Just give me a minute.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Toastmaster Manikandan. In the meantime, let's go to our listener, Toastmaster Shilpa. If you can take the listener session, is that okay? Sure, please go ahead.
Do we have some time, TMOD?
We actually don't, but then we will have the listeners segment. So we will have at least 3 or 4 questions, topics, quick ones.
I have a lot of questions listed. Anyway, who's the listener for the day? It's me. Okay. To the speakers, see, so I'm going to ask specific people to answer this question. To the speakers especially, who among us finished 10 parts in Toastmasters?
TM Sourav.
Sourav Dutta.
Okay, and it's going to be a rapid fire. Okay, sorry, TMOD, I'm going to ask more questions. To the guests here, which year did Toastmasters was found? Yes, Tanu.
I only remember that it was some 100 years ago. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yes, 1924. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome. So which role taker is a diehard fan of Virat Kohli? Quick.
Sudheendra, RGE.
Yes, because she read the description. All right. So if you know the problem, you know the answer. And what is the problem? Then what is the problem? Who said this?
Smruti.
All right. Okay. Who among us is from Hyderabad? Well, it's silly questions, but yeah.
Atul Srivastava.
Yes, I'm also from
Shilpa
Hyderabad.
Shilpa also.
Okay, I didn't say that, but that's all right. So to all the members of Gabbys, will guest Tanu become a member of Gabbys or not?
She is not yet become. She is going to become.
She's going to become
confirmed from today.
After being a guest for 3 times, yes, I think she will be a guest. She will be a member. Yes, Tanu, yes?
So I was not guest here for 3 times. This was my first time with Gabbys. But previously I have tried other clubs, but honestly speaking, I have thoroughly enjoyed. I think this is also my first virtual session where I have stayed for 2 hours because it was so interesting. And because we have, a lot of people who have been part of this Toastmaster club for so long. So it's so inspiring. And I think I'm ready to join the club now.
Welcome to Gabbys.
Welcome
you.
to Gabbys already. Thank you so much. Do I have more time, TMOD? I think my role solved the purpose for today.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shilpa. It was really fun listener session that we had. Now let's quickly go back to our grammarian, Toastmaster Manikandan, if you're ready.
Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, so the word of the day is sizzle. There are 3 people have used it. I'm just able to capture all 3. If some possibly I might miss out others. If I just missed out, I'm sorry for that. One is Priyamvada, Preeti, and also Suresh. And then there are a couple of good usage of words, which is stick pick, even something is new for me. Profound sense, and then raising a toast to celebrate, drilling into the speechcraft, and then audacity to act, and captivative introduction. So I'm just giving a brief here. Also, there are some phrases which also just make a note of it. I just call it out step by step. The slow transition helped me to build my confidence. cycling is my dearest buddy, and cycling is my me time. Sometimes it is the ride that matters, not just reaching the end, lying at the bottom of the pit. There are other good usage of words which I was not able to capture everything because they are going here and forth, but I just did my best. Back to you, G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manikandan. Amazing report. I really do not know what is anaphora and what is the second thing that was written there. But thank you very much. You research, I mean, you did all these things within this time that was there. Wonderful, wonderful job. Only one small feedback to you is that when you are telling the good usages, take out the name who used it. Probably that will give a sense of, small achievement for the person who used it, and everybody likes appreciation, right? So if you can probably take the name of the person who used good words, not when using the bad usages, right? So this is the only small feedback, but very good. Let's hear it for a grammarian and a listener, ladies and gentlemen, for their roles. All right, quickly, let's go to the complete meeting. I'll go chronologically from the beginning, starting with our SAA. Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari, wonderful. The meeting started exactly dot at 7 p.m. As soon as it was 7, the presiding officer was like, Bimpy, started. So, and then Bimpy was there to start the meeting. And well done, Toastmaster Bimpy. You laid down the rules. You introduced the PO very well, presiding officer very well. And even before the meeting, I was very much, I loved the whole preparation for the meeting, how it came up, the Microsoft Word file in which all the introductions are there and all the details are there. This is so much of work and you do it for every meeting. Kudos to you. Even the presiding officer mentioned that. Well done, Toastmaster Bimpy and the team behind that as well. Also, you stepped in as the timer when the other timers, there was a glitch with other timers screen. So thank you very much for doing that. Only one small thing that I would probably suggest or challenge yourself probably is to bring in a warm smile when you start and a lot of energy. So that will definitely take your role to the next level, right? So that is the only small feedback that I have. Well done. Let's hear it for Toastmaster Bimpy, everyone. All right, so next up on the stage was our presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Well, I was amazed with all the things that he remembered to do so. First thing was to call the meeting to order. Appreciation of SAAs, very well done. They deserve it, and you absolutely did the right thing by doing that in your section of presiding officer speech. Guest introduction was done well. Talked about Toastmasters International and Ralph C. Smedley for the benefit of the guests. Acknowledged the members of the fraternity, and the introduction of the TMOD was also wonderful. So DTM Sourav Dutta, you did your job wonderfully well. Thank you so much. And let's hear it for our distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, everybody. All right. Next on the stage was the highlight or the superstar of the day, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aparna Raja. Toastmaster Aparna, I absolutely loved your moderating, your moderation skills, I would say. Started with the theme, talked about the theme. You sprinkled a little bit of humor when you said, all useless things comes from US, right? So I was really laughing at that. History of summer holidays. I never knew that US, I mean, it was for the kids and very well researched fact there. Structure of the meeting was explained very well, introduced all the role takers very well. So all the things that was to be done, you did it perfectly, and it was absolutely entertaining and very engaging as well. Let's hear it for our Toastmaster of the day, Aparna Raja, everybody. So next, we had Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Priyamvada. She, I think, left the room, but nevertheless, she explained the rules of the table topics very well. Seeing that the guests were also in the room, added her bits after every speaker. That was well done. The questions were more so on the theme. That was also well done. What I would suggest for the speaker, table topics master was to challenge herself to bring in a little bit more of energy in the session. If that is done, definitely it will be even more enjoyable. So that's the role takers, and that's about the meeting, the evaluation of the meeting that I had done. Apart from this, if you have feedback for the general evaluator, I will be very, very happy to receive it. Please do give the feedback if you have any. That's it from my side. I thoroughly enjoyed being at Gabbys. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Aparna.
Thank you very much for wrapping it up as quickly as you can, as effectively as you can. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our GE for today, Toastmaster Sudheendra. Big round of applause for him. Thank you. Thank you again. With that, I request the Zoom moderator to quickly launch all the Zoom polls, starting with the table topic speakers, followed by the role takers. May I please request the Zoom master to launch the poll? Okay, there we are. So, okay, we have the role players. Please go ahead and vote away. Okay, while that's happening, we are at 9:10. Informally, we have closed the meeting. Just formally, I think we're just trying to make ourselves feel better. So one tidbit while this happens, it is that I will be handing it over to the PO in a moment, Toastmaster Sudharma. Let me quickly close the meeting. See, I'm being reminded to close the meeting. So thank you. With that, we've come to the end of the meeting. And like I said, enjoy your summer vacation, because this is actually not such a bad thing if you plan it well. Don't give in to FOMO, just enjoy, like how Ritu said, or don't give a damn, like what Suresh said. But nevertheless, enjoy your vacation, and I shall be back again playing another role another time. See you all soon again. Back to you, Presiding Officer of the Day, Toastmaster DTM Sourav Dutta.
Thank you so much. And we are almost towards the fag end of the meeting. I promise I will not take much time as you will take to give your votes, cast your votes. That's all that we will need to close the meeting. So if you are casting the vote sooner, we are going to end the meeting sooner. Okay, so till you do that, Tanu, any feedback on the meeting as a guest? You attended a meeting for the first time.
Yeah, as I already mentioned that I thoroughly enjoyed, it was quite engaging, and the stories that all the Toastmasters have shared, they were inspiring, and the journey from beginning of from the day that they joined Toastmaster till now, I think everyone has improved a lot. So I think I'm also gonna join the club. I have no doubt about that. So let's see. Otherwise, it was a very wonderful session. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much. And you mentioned this twice that you want to join the club. We have got 2 VP memberships sitting right in. We have taken notes twice, so you can expect calls coming your way. Bear with that. They are always on the job. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Tanu, for joining our meeting. I cannot but end this meeting without the feedback of my Dronacharya, Toastmaster Suresh Madhawan. A quick 30 seconds feedback, sir. How did we do?
What can I say? Every time I come to, I'm quite tired of saying this every time I come here. Every time I come here, I take away so much. Okay. Right from the beginning, the way I was onboarded to this program by Sudharma, she got in touch with me 2 weeks back. And Sudharma chases me literally every week in and week out. Right from that time until I got onto this, until I got onto Zoom earlier in the evening, the flow has been so seamless. The follow-up has been so meticulous, and the way the resources were made available. I think this is the way programs should be conducted. And it is no surprise that you guys are going from strength to strength. You already have 3. I wouldn't be surprised if you have another 3 more clubs on the anvil, because you guys do things right, and you know how to do it. Great leadership, great members, great speeches, and the way you bring people in, you make people feel so good when they come from outside. I love coming here anytime. Give me half a chance, I'm here. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate. We are never tired of hearing this appreciation from you. Let me tell you that. And Sudheendra, very quick, 30 seconds, not as a GE, but as someone who's joined our meeting, I think for the first time.
Yes, it has been my first time here and it was absolutely amazing. Again, as Toastmaster Suresh mentioned, Sudharma probably messaged me around 2-3 weeks back, and then she booked the slot. And absolutely amazing experience coming here. I learned so many things, especially the point to order, right? I never knew what was that, and you raised that. And yeah, I've heard of Robert's rule book, but I've never gone through that. I'm sure that I'll go through that as well. But having 4 speakers in a meeting after long time, I'm seeing that. Great job, and to finish it within 2 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes, great job. So amazing. Thank you very much. I absolutely loved it.
Thank you so much, Sudheendra. And just, I think people would have forgotten, but we have actually had a speech marathon where we had 17 speakers and 17 evaluators. And this, I think that went on for almost 4 hours. And some of those speeches were actually not 5 to 7 minute speeches. They were longer speeches as well. So 17 speakers and 17 evaluations is our record so far. And Sudharma is like, that's nothing, I can do it any day. You just tell me when you want to do it. So yes, in Sudharma, we have one of the most enterprising VP educations. Absolutely love it. When people say that she's awesome, because we already know that, and we never get tired telling her that. Thank you so much, Sudharma. Okay, no more delay dallying. Let me quickly move on to the results, and the votes are in. The favorite TT speaker, it goes to our division contestant for the table topic from Division B. For Division B, Toastmaster Preeti Jain. Heartiest congratulations, Preeti, once again for being voted as the most favorite speaker. Thank you. The favorite auxiliary role taker, this goes to someone from Hyderabad. Is she there in the meeting? Is she still there in the meeting? Yes, she is there in the meeting. Yes, and she is there on camera as well now. Yeah. So that is our listener, Toastmaster Shilpa Reddy. But I would want to say a couple of things here. Toastmaster Manikandan Vardharaj, thank you so much for taking up the grammarian role at the last minute. He took up the role literally minutes before the meeting started. Thank you so much, Mani. And what makes it even more special is that Mani took this role for the first time, right, Mani?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he debuted in this role.
April, so 2 roles back to back. Yeah.
And he's a very close second, by the way. So great job, Mani. Absolutely loved your report. And I love the, the way smilingly you tell us nice things about us. That's the spirit of Toastmaster. And Sunil, thank you so much for coming in as a guest role taker. Alvia, thank you for taking up the role of the timer. Absolutely loved it. That you continue to play on the TAGL team roles. It's very important for us for the meetings to be conducted seamlessly. The favorite role taker, this one stays home. Thanks to our Toastmaster of the day. She already knows it. She's giving this slight smile. Yeah. It's Toastmaster Aparna Raja as the Toastmaster of the day. Congratulations, Aparna. And the favorite evaluator, it was between 3 of them because the 4th evaluator got disqualified. And this goes to someone who was a speech crafter till very recently. Can you please come on camera if you're there? You're not there. Okay. Yeah, you're there. Please come on camera. Someone who was a speech crafter till very recently. She is Toastmaster Yogita Upadhyay. Congratulations, Toastmaster Yogita. So I realized when I said speech crafter till very recently because there were 2 speech crafters in the list of evaluators. Okay. And the favorite speaker is Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty. But there is a tie here. So Smruti, unfortunately, you're sharing that with me. Okay, so congratulations, Smruti. And thank you everyone for a lovely meeting. I know we are slightly over time, not slightly, 19, so 19 minutes over time. This is something that at the Gabbys, we keep on getting worse and worse. We need to do better and we will figure out how to do it. 4 years, we are still figuring this out. Thank you so much and good night and have a good day depending on wherever you are. Thank you. See you again on Saturday for the hybrid meeting of the Gabbys, 10 a.m. morning India time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Signing. Bye.
Bye.